They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Newton on first down.
Why did you not move, bro?
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And
I'll take that.
Lines up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
I missed O right there. Wow.
Marcus Davenport able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They snap it to Newton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Knight. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
We good, we good.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Moore, the man in motion. Third and long, it's Newton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. On the return, Hardy. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Allen. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on.
Touchdown, New Orleans! A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on the... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen now looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On first down, Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. They'll go option to the short side. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Play action. It's Newton. He completes it to Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Gallman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. A delayed give to Gallman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Newton. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Able to complete this to Chenault. Touchdown, Carolina. Laviska Chenault, 33 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Allen. There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Watkins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be... Plenty of shouts from this crowd.
Oh, he in, bro. He in.
They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
What? Wow. Burnt toast, too.
On 2nd down now. Foreman. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he will fire the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Horse Carter.
He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Foreman. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And I don't think he got there, no. Geez, short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Out of the gun, Newton. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Foreman will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in point.
Hell no. What?
Gonna be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Can I challenge that?
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Up the middle they go. Knight. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
2 minutes remaining.
That's some bullshit, bro. That should have been a pick.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run the counter. It's Knight, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now flags will come in, and I think this is against the Saints up front. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Watkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Quez Watkins. A 13-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Blankenship out for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
On 2nd and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. And that is
catch the ball, bro.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now whistles.
What the fuck,
Down,
bro?
I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Now the Panthers going to use the first.
Just give me a
of their
field goal at
timeouts,
least. Shit.
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's
Oh, yeah.
complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore.
as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun.
Give me one, DJ.
Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room.
They take
No,
a
sir.
shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen off the play fake. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath.
We made some mistakes, but we came to play.
Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. It's Watkins, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
I want that.
Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Moore, the man in motion. again, it's Foreman. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Newton on third down. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Here we go on fourth. Newton firing quickly here, and that's complete.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
He is out of bounds inside the 35. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Cam fighting. He lost the
Oh, what?
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost.
Was he not down?
Many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it.
Oh, I can't even challenge. What the hell, bro? That's bull.
Monster, both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd down, it's Watkins. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the save. Demario Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit?
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Foreman. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
They run again with Foreman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They fake the give. Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And the Panthers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Foreman able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. They'll go with Foreman. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Newton takes it himself. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't.
Are you serious, bro?
Not enough push. He doesn't get in. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Watkins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watkins. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. First chance for the backup here to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Now the ball comes loose.
How did we not get that ball, bro?
That ball gets knocked free.
Come on.
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball.
Guys at bat,
Man just didn't want me to win this one, Chief.
One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Damn, I only got 2 timeouts.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll run on 1st down. It's Knight, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. It's Watkins, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Hill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th down.
Come on, bro.
Yardage before being taken down at midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And of course he catches that. What kind of game am I playing, man?
Here's 1st and 10. Hill. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Hill. And this one complete to Smith.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Watkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Quez Watkins, 24 yards.
And the Saints go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Off the map there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Hill looking to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Newton. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Hill on 1st down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. On 1st down, it's Watkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Quez Watkins, a 3-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be... Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
Now they review it. Now they review it. Come on, man.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 85 yards. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Johnson's got it complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run on first down. It's Watkins, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Here's Hill. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. Touchdown, Saints. Quez Watkins from a yard out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw once more on second and 10. Newton past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. From the red zone now, Newton.
Oh, whatever. We good, bro.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better.
Hope you're ready for me next season, bro. It's going to be a different team. I'm ready. GG, though.
As you noted, so they can continue to play loose.
That score was a lot closer.
Maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Throwing on second and 8. Hill. He's got it complete.
Whatever, bro.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.